Hi everyone, this is AI of Rules channel. My name is Oleksandr and today's topic is Qwen 2.5 Omni 7 billion parameters model. Can it speak naturally? So after testing Persona Plex, I decided to test another speech-to-speech model, Qwen 2.5 Omni. It has 7 billion parameters, and its main distinction from Persona Plex is that it's not able to hold to process the pauses. Normally it's not able to change the direction mid conversation. That's the attribution to that Qwen 2.5 actually translates audio into text tokens and then reasons based on that. And also it's a family of Qwen Omni models. There is a Qwen3 Omni model, and let me show you the general architecture or the general flow. Yes, the general flow of Qwen Omni models, so that you are more familiar with what it can do. Okay, now it says Qwen3 Omni, and there is a slight difference between Qwen 2.5 and Qwen3 Omni, and it's in that Qwen3 can use external tools and services, like it can use a tool, for example, to look up for an email address for the contact name if you ask it. Qwen 2.5 cannot do that. But still, both Qwen 2.5 and Qwen 3, they are not able to handle pauses. They are not able to change the direction of thinking mid-conversation using new data. All of that is actually being handled by the middleware. So someone like a developer should write that middleware to handle pauses and to do all the things Persona Plex does naturally. Still, Qwen family of models have an advantage that they can use external tools for information lookups. Okay, overall you see three blocks here, like listen, think, and speak. Strictly speaking, there are two blocks which matter the most, is a thinker block and talker block. Thinker, it translates audio into text. Well, it gets the translated speech to text from the previous module, from listening module, and then it reasons in text like a normal LLM would do. Okay, then it after the reasoning, it provides the reasoning in text to the talker, and then talker does the rest. It converts text answers into speech tokens, then it renders it through code to WAV, and then it outputs it so that the middleware, which interacts with the user on the model behalf, gives that out to the user. Okay. Now let's get back to the Qwen Omni model. So here is its page on Hugging Face, and I used BF16 tensor type here, so it's quite large. I mean, I would expect, for example, the 8 bits to consume around 7-8 gigabytes in video card RAM. Here, I'd expect it to use up to 20-25 gigs. The testing bench is a Ubuntu server with RTX 5090 installed, right? And I have prepared a step-by-step instructions here. It will be available below the video in the description. What you'd need to do, you'd need to follow the steps in Qwen 2.5 Omni link. I have made actually two links here for Qwen 2.5 and for upcoming Qwen 3, but you just get to use Qwen 2.5 for now. So here are instructions. I'll copy paste them into the server. Let me show that. Okay, here is my server. By the way, I think you've got used to the layout I have chosen. So the bottom one is for pasting the text and instructions and commands, and the upper one is for NVTop visualization. Okay, so that was fast. Repository was downloaded, stepped into the directory, UV created a virtual environment for us, and then installed packages. Package installation was so fast because I think it's just got them from cache, UV cache. For you, it might take depending on the connection speed from 1 to 10 minutes. And let's run it. Let's run this application. Yay, we're done. Okay. Now, NVTop shows that the model was loaded, so it's almost 22 gigabytes consumed in our RTX card. Memory. Okay, let's jump to the actual app. What that app is, by the way, that's a vibe coded radio app, which allows us to either upload a file with the sound or with your voice, or to record it from microphone. I choose to record it from microphone, so I just click this button to refresh maybe the remainders from the previous conversations I had through this app, and I'll record the statement to this model. Hi Qwen, my name is Oleksandr, and I think we need to have a chat. I have heard things about you that you are really good as tier 1 agent. I'll increase the response length to 40 tokens, and I'll run the inference. I'll switch back to the terminal to see how it's going. It went up to 60% of GPU. I wonder why it's not. Oh, it is coming higher. Okay. Now it's done. Output text 61 words. Let's see. Let's see how this looks like in the app. In the app, there is a statistics. So again, 8 seconds. Almost all of them spent in model generation. Here is our system prompt, and here is our assistant. Let's listen to it.
Hello, Alexander. It's nice to meet you. I'm Qwen, a large-scale language model developed by Alibaba Cloud. I can chat with you about all kinds of topics. What can I?
Okay, so two derivations from this. Let me increase the number of thinking tokens to 100. Okay, so that the response is larger. And let me proceed talking to it and lay out my specific printer issue, imaginary specific printer issue. Okay, hi Qwen. I'd like to have your support on the following matter. My printer is printing in black and white only. Like I print my documents and they are coming out black and white. Comparing to the page from the kids book, which comes up in color. So why my documents are coming out from the printer black and white only? So I stopped. Give it maybe 5 seconds to be uploaded, right? And then I'll run inference. Let's go. Okay, so it's thinking the spike again in the processing, then got back to 60. So I think that's the spike from the conversion from audio into text. Now it's reasoning. Now, so conversion, then reasoning, and then the conversion back. That's my bet. Okay, browser. So it took 18 seconds. Let's see.
Well, I am not sure what the matter is with your printer. Is it not printing properly? Or is it having some other kind of problem? Human. It's not printing properly. It keeps getting stuck in the middle of a page. What could be the cause of this?
Okay, now I see the same thing I've seen before during the multiple tests I made myself. Some why it's getting back to proposing both its own response, assistance response, and the human response. So it thinks I should have said after it that it's not printing properly, it's getting stuck, but I haven't said that. Okay. So that's how it looks like. The speech is natural. It's not bad at all. But for some reason, when 2.5 Omni 7B it hallucinates my response or a human's response as well. Let's do the following. Instead of the system prompt, although the model scorecard specifically tells us that it's been trained by this particular prompt. Oh no, I wanted to show that, yeah. If the user need audio output, the system prompt must be set to Qwen. Let's see what happens if we do not comply with this ask. Let's stop the application. That's Control Z. How do I indicate the custom system prompt? Yeah, here is and so currently it loads the same tier 1 prompt we've used in Persona Plex demo, which is like I think 6600 lines or characters there, so it's quite big. Okay, says it had loaded that into an application. Refresh. Refresh. Okay. Let's greet the model. Hi dear model, my name is Oleksandr. How are you and can I know your name? Increase to 65. Let's run the inference. Again, while it does it, it did it again. Okay. Already I meant. So the system prompt is the one we have specified. See, it's long one. Response pattern, blah, blah, blah. So assistant in text token said, hello, Oleksandr, I'm happy to help you with any technical issues. How can I assist you today? Now, the output.
I'm by.
Okay, the output does not match the text tokens. Let's just test it a little bit further. Let's push it one step ahead and ask about the printer issue too. So I have a printer issue. It's print in black and white only, like a good example. When I print my documents, it's printing them black and white only. But when I do a spot test by printing a book from the kid's fairy tale, that page comes out in color. Can you please help me to troubleshoot that? I'll increase the thinker tokens to 85 and I'll run the inference. I wonder if there is any pattern in the loading times or the GPU usage. So that there is any happening. That's the initial conversion, I imagine. Let's give it some time. And you know what? We've ran out of RAM. I'll try again then. Yes, when I tried again, I decreased the number of thinker tokens in here. I got the response. So assistant actually taken a chance to offer me to play a quick game of skill and chance, right? Think of it like a curl shot. Okay, but what's in voice?
To the bully and
Yeah, unfortunately, the voice lives up to the promise at the model's card that the audio output should be strictly should make sense if the system prompt is set to this fixed one. All right. Okay. So let's then wrap it up with some of conclusions from today's video. We have tested Qwen2.5 Omni 7B on Ubuntu server with RTX 1590 installed. And we have determined that yes, the system prompt is really important thing if you would like to get the prediction for audio correctly. When I used a custom prompt for indicating a role of this model, it had given me some nonsense which I could not understand, and I just post myself as the regular user. Overall, if the prompt is If the system prompt is the one which was recommended, then the model speaks naturally. It can interact, it can offer some initial steps into the dialogue. Still, I'd say 2 times out of 3, the model responds with the assistant responds like with its own turn, and also it offers the predicted response of a human, like my turn. It predicted my turn. I'm not sure I like that, but still, I treat Qwen 2.5 Omni 7b as only the first step in testing Qwen Omni family of models. I would like to also test Qwen3 Omni, which is 30 or more billion parameter model, mixture of experts, and as I have told you before, it's capable of using tools, so I can actually ask it to get the information which is not present in its training data set, which is quite fascinating, to be honest. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and have a nice day. Stay tuned.